All right, this is our favorite time, Marissa. We've got our gear. We're twinsies, our matching PSU meteorology hats. We dug out the mugs for, actually that is me on this mug. I don't know if you can tell, as Santa with a friend, Gina. We're all decked out in our garb for one of our favorite contests. This has been going on Weather World for really, we think at least the last 2 or 3 decades. The 2020 Snowflake contest, and we're changing it up this year, Marissa.
That's right. We've decided, 2020 has just been a wild year. And why not make it more wild, right? Where many of us are stuck at home. Let's try to have a little bit more fun. But in all seriousness, there is a reason we're changing it up. And how we're changing it up is we are not going to be doing the contest. It's not going to be the first measurable snow. We are changing it to be the first 1 inch of snowfall in a particular city.
Yeah, that's right. For a lot of folks, if you got 1/10 of an inch of snow, it may not last very long or doesn't really feel like the first snow of the season. So we're changing that threshold to be 1 inch of measurable snow. And we're also changing up the deadlines on when you have to enter too.
That's right. In a normal season, we would have you enter until the snow is done falling for the first time. But this year we're doing a tighter entry date, and it's just going to be through the month of October. So once Halloween has come and gone, there will be no more chances to enter.
So this contest is your chance to be a meteorologist. It's a fun one, and we're going to set you up with some stats that will help you make your forecast. And so first things first, the eligible cities that we're talking about include Erie, Pittsburgh, Bradford, State College, Williamsport, Harrisburg, Scranton, Allentown, and Philadelphia. So 9 cities that you're going to be guessing the first date of the first snowfall. And we're talking 1 inch snowfall, that is. Now, the average date of the first snowfall, just so you know, some of the cities like Erie and Bradford, they see their first 1 inch snowfall, usually sometime around mid-November. As you go into central PA and even over towards Pittsburgh, early December for that first 1 inch snowfall. And then in eastern areas, we're looking at sometimes into mid-December, if not just before Christmas, for seeing that first 1 inch snowfall in Philadelphia. But these dates were certainly different last year, right, Marissa?
Oh, certainly. And that was another reason for why we switched it over to the new threshold for being a 1 inch snowfall. So if you look at the map here, you can see the first 1 inch snow occurred in Erie and Bradford in early November on the 8th. And then a few days later in Pittsburgh as well as Scranton. And then it took about 2 weeks for it to happen in Williamsport and State College. And then it took until December to happen in Allentown. So mid-December, Allentown had their first 1 inch snowfall. And it wasn't until the new year that Harrisburg actually had their first 1 inch snow. That was on the 7th. And look at that, Philadelphia never even had 1 inch of snow for the entire season. They actually only had 3/10 of an inch.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like winter in many places in Pennsylvania. We missed out on some big snowstorms last year. I was really hoping for a good 6 inch plus snow, and that never really materialized for State College. Let's talk about some of the rules, though, for this year. Starting off with the fact that you're guessing the date of the first 1 inch snowfall. Winning guesses must be submitted at least 7 days before that snow event, and the guesses must be submitted by the end of October. So once we get into November and December, we're not accepting any more submissions. That is new this year. Only one guess for each of the 9 cities. The correct guess or nearest to the correct date wins the 8th Snowflake Contest Award. And we've also got another prize. Marissa, you're going to show both of those prizes.
That's right. Well, first of all, like Rob said, for anybody who submits for the correct date at least 7 days prior, you will get an e-certificate. That is a little bit different this year. We won't be mailing them, and that's actually due to the pandemic. We don't have the staffing right now, so we will be emailing those. But just as in past contests, we do have a prize for the person who made the guess the earliest, and that is the beautiful pewter snowflake donated by one of our very generous and talented Weather World viewers. So this coveted prize will be available for the winner of each city who submitted the correct guess the earliest.
And to enter, all you need to do is go to our website. It is weatherworld.psu.edu. There on that homepage, you'll find a link to enter the 2020 Snowflake Contest. You'll enter all of your pertinent information, get your guesses in, and then we will reveal the correct answers, so those correct dates, here on the show as those cities do begin to fall. So get excited for the Snowflake Contest. I know we are all in our garb. Cheers.
Cheers, Rob. Good to see you. I wish we could be doing this in person, but hey, it is what it is. It is 2020. So at least we can still have some fun, right?
Still hoping for some sled riding this season.
I hope so. I hope so. And the masks will keep our faces warm.
That's one benefit. Yeah.
It is.
And we will be back in just a moment with more.